Hi, and welcome to State of Events. I'm Valerie Van Ryn.
And I'm Nikki Pena.
Our top story, getting into college can be hard. San Francisco State University is thinking about making it even harder. Victoria Alaniz has the story.
San Francisco State University President Leslie Wong is making sure his students are second to none.
The conversation was about San Diego State had made some choices, actually, well, they greatly restricted the students they took from their immediate area and made it much more competitive to get there. The conversation that we had was, is that something that we would want to have at San Francisco State?
San Diego State University chose to raise their average GPA from a 2.0 to a 3.8 for applicants outside their immediate area. However, SF State is looking to not only ask more from applicants from Southern California, but residents of the Bay Area as well. There are 9 counties in which get priority acceptance into SF State, but the Strategic Planning Coordinating Committee is looking to downsize to 6.
I think they're going to limit themselves as to how many applicants they're actually going to get. They're probably going to see a decrease in enrollment. Yeah, you think you're just really limiting the people who live here, their accessibility here, and where else are you going to go?
40% of this year's freshman class alone is from Southern California. So what kind of impact can this have on future applicants?
I'm from Southern California, and it was already hard enough for me to get into this school. So I can't imagine how it's going to be in a couple of years when my little sister tries to apply for college.
What lies ahead for prospective students is still unknown.
Currently, San Francisco State University accepts 63.8 of its applicants, compared to the 31.6 accepted to San Diego State University. Whether or not acceptance rates will decrease with the increase in standards is too soon to tell. In San Francisco, I'm Victoria Alaniz for State of Events.
Cleanup efforts are still going on at the site of a large fire in San Francisco. Last week, a large fire burned a construction site in the Mission Bay district. Fire officials say the fire broke out just before 5 p.m. and engulfed what would have eventually been a 6-story luxury apartment complex. The 5-alarm fire caused black smoke to rise thousands of feet in the air. It was seen from almost any point in the city. Luckily, firefighters were able to keep the blaze under control, and the fire was not able to spread to any of the nearby structures. It took 150 firefighters to extinguish the flames and cause evacuations in the surrounding buildings. Only 1 firefighter suffered minor injuries.
A former teacher is being charged for molesting 6 of his former students in Richmond. Police say 32-year-old Ronald Guinto was 7th grade science teacher at Mira Vista Elementary. His victims were all young men ranging from ages 11 through 13, and the assault on these teens allegedly happened between 2012 and 2013. Guinto was fired from his previous job also on alleged molestation charges. The school district failed to look into Guinto's background during his hiring process. Guinto pleaded not guilty to 25 felony charges.
A Bay Area teen is recovering after he collapsed after taking a new street drug. Officials say the drug known as DOC is a synthetic drug that is similar to LSD. DOC can come in both powder and pill form and is made up of a combination of hallucinogens and amphetamine. The drug has dangerous and long-lasting effects. Parents need to be on high alert on this new psychedelic drug, and police suggest if you or anyone you know ingested DOC, you should call 911 immediately.
McDonald's is under fire after employees all over the country are suing the company. In California, McDonald's employees claim that they were never paid for all of their hours and that they weren't given any breaks. In New York, workers claim that the company never reimbursed them for their uniforms. And in Michigan, employees are accusing McDonald's for only paying them the moment customers stepped inside the restaurant, even if they showed up to work hours before.
Did somebody say supersized servings? The FDA has proposed a major food label revamp. Talia Samilian has the details.
We all know the drill. Walk into the grocery store, grab a cart, then check your list. and begin your journey down the assorted aisles of food. But now, the nutrition label we've all grown so used to seeing may be getting a makeover. Federal health officials are proposing the first changes to food labels in over 20 years.
This will be a positive step forward.
According to the FDA, the design of the label will get a new look.
Displaying calorie counts more prominently will help those who have a good sense of what their energy needs are.
And, for the first time, added sugars would be included on the label.
Because right now you look at the labels and you see number of grams of sugar, but that you don't know if that's added sugar, if it's just sugar from fruit juice.
The FDA also wants to ensure that the amount of calories listed per serving reflects the portions that people typically eat.
That change may result in per serving calorie counts doubling for some foods like ice cream.
Currently, a serving size of ice cream is listed as half a cup. Under the FDA's proposal, a serving of ice cream will become 1 cup, doubling the calorie count.
Yet this isn't the only number people should be paying attention to.
San Francisco supervisors are backing a bill that would add warning labels on sodas, fruit, and energy drinks.
Basically anything with sugar added to it where it's more than a tiny amount of sugar.
The proposed warning label would read,
Something to the effect of this product can lead to diabetes, heart disease, obesity, and other health problems.
San Francisco resident Alicia Woodrow already considers herself health conscious and is happy to learn of the proposed sugary drink warning labels.
I think it makes everyone else more aware of what they should be drinking or what's bad for them on a daily basis.
Yet not everyone agrees with the bill.
Sounds a little inflammatory.
We could see warning labels on sugary beverages as soon as January 1st, 2015, while officials say any changes to FDA food labels would be phased in gradually. In San Francisco, Talia Smalian, State of Events.
Coming up, it takes 2 to make a baby, but only 1 to push it out. The new law that could bar daddy from the delivery room. And can you read an entire novel in just 90 minutes? The new technology promises you just that. Coming up next.
Small businesses are facing expensive energy bills. Much of this expense is generated from lighting. In fact, inefficient lighting can cost small business owners more than they may realize. Don't let your lights burn more than electricity. Let smart lights help you save money, and let the money work for you, not your energy bills. Smart lights, brighten your bottom line. A joint program of the cities of Berkeley and Oakland.
At first I was a bit hesitant to try it.
To tell you the truth, I didn't think I'd fit in.
But I kept pushing her and she ended up loving it.
I was surprised. It was an amazing experience.
And now we do it at least twice a month.
I've even gotten most of my friends to do it.
If you do it enough, you can get a great deal on the price.
Why didn't we think of this before?
It's a stimulating experience.
The Z-Space Studio.
Word for word.
Z-Space Studio, word for word, stimulation guaranteed. See you at the theater.
The crisis in Crimea continues. Austin Stanley is in Studio 3 to fill us in. Austin?
The votes are in and Crimeans want to join Russia. Over 96% of voters approved leaving Ukraine, but only Russia is recognizing the decision. On Monday, the U.S. and Europe placed sanctions on Russian and Crimean officials involved in the vote. The White House says the decision undermines Ukraine's democratic processes. Ukraine's temporary president says his government will try to solve the crisis diplomatically. He also mobilized part of the country's military in response to a growing number of Russian military in Crimea. The search is still on for Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. The plane disappeared 10 days ago off Malaysia's west coast. Some analysts now believe the plane may have been deliberately flown to avoid detection. They say the airliner could have snuck under radar and landed by flying low in Malaysian mountains. But U.S. investigators are skeptical. They say flying in the mountains isn't a sure way to avoid radar, and that the jet would require a large runway to land without crashing. On Friday, the Associated Press reported that a Malaysian official confirmed the plane had been hijacked. In a press conference, Malaysia's Prime Minister did not confirm the report. Now, take a look at this. An Israeli scholar's hunch led to the discovery of 9 more Dead Sea Scrolls. Here's a picture of the find. The scholar found 3 leather-bound boxes in the Israeli antiquities storeroom and thought there might be something inside. A CT scan showed he was right. Inside were 9 rolled up pieces of ancient paper. The leather cases were found in the same cave as the original Dead Sea Scrolls. The scrolls are expected to shed more light on the religious practices of early Jewish people. Back to you.
Tomorrow, a Bay Area man is set to be put to death in Texas. Ray Jasper has been made into an internet sensation for his letter that was posted to the website Gawker. He claims that the justice system and Texas capital punishment is modern-day slavery. Opponents to the death penalty have praised the letter. The brother of the man who Jasper killed has since posted his own to the internet. The brother says Jasper has never expressed remorse for his killing and should not be put on a pedestal.
Drug possession could be getting a lighter punishment in California. Under a new initiative, prison time would not be given for drug possession alone. It would make having a small amount of drugs like heroin and cocaine a misdemeanor. Currently, possession is a felony. The initiative needs 500,000 signatures to make it onto the November state ballot.
Kyle Nitchie is here with us to deliver a story about how delivery room rules are changing.
Thank you, ladies. I'm outside San Francisco General talking about the new law that allows mothers to ban their baby daddies from entering the delivery room. The law comes from a judge's ruling in New Jersey, in which a man sued his ex-fiancée, who was carrying his child, for the right to see the baby immediately after birth. The judge stated in the ruling that a mother is under immense physical and psychological pain during labor, and that the order the father seeks would invade her sphere of privacy and force the mother to provide details of her medical condition to a person she does not want to share that information with. I was able to reach out and gather some opinions on the subject.
This is a woman's body and it's a medical procedure, and she has the ultimate right to make the decisions that are pertaining to her.
When it comes down to it, it's just a woman having the baby in the medical room, and it sounds like she's got, the power at that point to make her decision for the privacy stuff, who she wants to share the baby with.
From the woman in her pregnancy, I think a man has every right to be there. He's the dad.
Right now, the law is only set in New Jersey, and there's a lot of mixed opinions about who has what rights to what. So right now, mom and dads have a lot more to look forward to in the delivery room. In San Francisco, I'm Kyle Nitchie, State of Events.
After the break, could you live without your phone? We'll take you inside an event that forced San Franciscans to put down their phones. And the unlikely 2,000-pound opponent 49ers coach Jim Harbaugh went up against. Next.
My life is out of control. I have no job, no health insurance, no support. I'm pregnant. I don't know how to handle all of this, but there's one thing I can do. Take care of this. It won't solve all my problems, but at least it'll make a difference. If I can do it, you can do it too.
Prenatal care makes a difference. 1-800-300-9950.
Coffee awakens all the senses, but only Fair Trade certified coffee awakens the sixth sense, the sense of fairness. Fair Trade certified coffees are bought directly from family farmers, guaranteeing them better incomes and strengthening their communities. Fair Trade certified. Taste fairness. Look for the label wherever you buy coffee.
Kaylee Hendricks is live in the studio with Tech Talk. So Kaylee, what's new in the world of technology?
Thanks, Nikki. No need to use a map. The new Navigate jacket gives wearers directions by way of LED lights and vibrations. It comes with an app that allows users to store and upload directions to the GPS-enabled jacket. Lights let you know how long you have before your next turn, and vibrations let you know where and when to turn. The technology eliminates having to glance at your phone for each new direction or pull up Google Maps when you're unsure. The jacket is in a blazer style, so wearers are not only getting a functional tool, but sporting a fashion-forward accessory as well. Want to read faster? Spritz reading technology promises to enable readers to get through an entire novel in just 90 minutes. If you're skeptical, you might not be after hearing this. Spritz incorporates a new method of streaming only one word at a time. which means your eyes do not need to pan back and forth across book pages. Hash marks and red letters make it even easier to focus on words, which also increases reading speed. Spritz works with an app for smartphones and will become available for Android phones on March 21st and soon after for iOS. And that's coming up, so keep an eye out. And get the most bang for your buck with technology's cheapest gadgets for under $25. The SanDisk Cruiser provides you with 30 gigabytes of memory at a price of just $19.99. That's over 80 minutes of video or 2,000 MP3 songs. The Vista Explorer tripod costs just $19.95. It pans and tilts, and most reviews say it is sturdy as well. It could be the solution to a shaky hand or your blurry pictures and videos. And lastly, we have the AudioVox Shutter Ball. This gadget is a remote-operated wireless shutter that works with a free app for smartphones. It can help you frame a larger shot at up to 60 feet back or even activate the video record.
Thanks, Kaylee. Last week, Vanessa Navarez told us about the National Day of Unplugging. Now she's here to show us that digital detox can be a great way to recover from a technology overdose.
One by one, they slowly let go of what keeps them disconnected from the present. They had to turn in their phone to enter this device-free event. Unplug SF is one of many national events held in honor of National Day of Unplugging.
You know, we live in a world where we're constantly connected. The average American is spending like 8 to 12 hours a day in a screen. The average person in this party, this community, is like 10 to 14 hours. That's more than half of our waking life on a screen, on a device. And so, if we can learn to remember to just look each other in the eye, and when we get on a bus, or when we get on a street corner, when we go to a party or a restaurant, instead of pulling out the phone, look around and make connection with people around you. And it's in those moments that we find life at the purest form.
Host Digital Detoxing Camp Underground do have a few rules.
According to a survey last year, 58% of people said they can't go an hour without their phone. National Day of Unplugging is a day where all electronic devices are turned off for a 24-hour period. So you can unplug from the digital world and connect to the real world.
No one is taking pictures or updating their social media on their mobile devices. Unplug SF keeps everyone entertained the good old-fashioned way with arts and crafts for adults like making pet rocks, live music, knitting, typewriting while sharing some cocktails, and actually talking to people. Bridget says doesn't have a problem admitting.
I am always on my phone. I look at my phone even when it's not vibrating or all the time. Look for emails, texts. And I really didn't miss my phone. It was just really cool to just get it back, but it was really good to not see people just look at their phone.
Organizers Digital Detox and Camp Underground hold events throughout California to interact face-to-face. Although they admit they love technology, they also feel this tech-savvy generation needs to unplug to live the moment. Unplugging from downtown San Francisco, I'm Vanessa Navarez for State of Events.
Say cheese or lice, how taking pictures with friends could raise your risk of catching head lice when we return.
Hello, my name's Penny. I think people shouldn't do drugs. They can make you forget things, like which animals have stripes. And your body might get clumsier, so you can't jump rope as good. Drugs can get you in big trouble. You could go to principal's office or go to jail. Then you can't watch TV or eat pizza. Recess is good. Hamsters are good. Birthday parties are real good. Drugs are bad. I wouldn't do drugs.
Energy costs for small businesses rose over 40% in 2001. Stop wasting your money. Let the Smart Lights program help you. Call us today at 510-981-8955 or visit our website at smartlights.org. Smart Lights, brighten your bottom line.
Welcome back. Here's what's going on in the Bay Area with Spotlight on the Bay with Susie Ray. Susie?
Well, it looks like 49ers coach Jim Harbaugh has some new competition. During a recent trip to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, Harbaugh faced off against Siku, a 1,700-pound Pacific walrus, in a push-up competition. Let's take a look.
Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down.
According to reports, Harbaugh also got a kiss from a sea lion, bottle-fed a tiger, and met an elephant. And we all have memories of our high school prom. And one Bay Area nonprofit, the Princess Project, is working to create memories for every girl, even ones who couldn't otherwise afford to buy a dress. The Princess Project collects new and gently used dresses and distributes them to high school girls from low-income families for free. The Princess Project of San Francisco will be hosting their giveaways from March 8th through March 22nd. For more information about this event, visit princessproject.org. And it was definitely getting hot around the radio frequencies this past weekend. Latino Mix 105.7, a Bay Area radio station, played the early 2000 rap song Hot in Here by Nelly non-stop for 3 days since 3 p.m. Friday. Listeners were not sure if this was a technical error or if someone hijacked the station and played the song in a loop. The hashtag Nelly1057 became a hot topic on Twitter. At Denver Channel tweets, San Francisco radio station has been playing Nelly's Hot in Here on repeat since 3 p.m. Friday. At PWW says, was crooned to sleep last night listening to Hot in Here. Woke up to the sweet embrace of Hot in Here. According to Radio Insight, the Univision-owned Latino Mix pulled the stunt to rebrand themselves as Hot 105.7, switching formats to an English-language hip-hop brand. And that's all for now. This is Spotlight on the Bay with Susie Ray. Back to you.
Spring break is just around the corner. Austin Stanley is with us again in Studio 3 to give you some ideas on what to do with your week and weekend off. Austin?
Thanks, Nikki. Zombies are coming to San Francisco, and next Saturday you can help fight them off. A group called Foam Action Network is holding a Humans vs. Zombies Nerf War. It's free to join and will happen in Lafayette Park at 6:30 p.m. The organizer says anyone 10 and up can play. If you don't have a Nerf gun, there are a few spares as long as you bring your own ammo. Teams are chosen the day of the event, but make sure you bring a bandana. To register, you can go to the group's meet.com or Facebook page. Now, if zombies aren't your thing, how about watching some Chinese acrobats? The Red Panda Acrobats are a world-traveling performance group. They're known for juggling, contortion, and sword balancing. The Red Pandas will be performing for free at the Chinatown and Ortega branches of the San Francisco Public Library on March 29th. Now, March is the time for spring break, so here's a list of destinations with a little something for everyone. If you want the warm party paradise spring break, Cabo San Lucas, Mexico is the place for you. Most resorts there offer spring break packages that include airfare, hotel costs, and VIP party passes. For all of you Californians that didn't get a winter this year, recent rains have brought snow to Tahoe. For under $160, you can spend 3 days and nights shredding the slopes at North Star. And if you don't want to go too far from home, you can always spend weekends on one of California's coastal towns. Foggy Monterey and sunny Santa Barbara offer a convenient beachside getaway. Back to you.
Thanks, Austin. Head lice and pictures aren't usually two things that go together. But according to experts, the act of taking selfies has caused an increase in cases of head lice. More and more younger teens and children are being reported to having head lice than of previous years.
Mary McQuillan, who runs the California Head Lice Treatment Center, explained that usually she treats mainly children for head lice. However, recently, teens have increased their risk for head lice by sticking together their heads every day for these cell phone pictures.
That seems pretty unsanitary. I think I'm going to be careful who I take pictures with in the future.
Yeah, I might have to rethink who I take my selfies with too. Thanks for watching State of Events.
Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
See you soon.